You're a douche, but I can't help but love you. Bammy123. How can you tell somebody that they're a douche, but you still love them? That either means that you're able to have such duality emotionally, or douche is not that derogatory a term. Because if you're able to think somebody's a douche but still love them, that's basically, you're calling me a douche is more or less you're compensating for your like feeling strange about liking me. So you have to say that. That's like telling to your therapist, like, this stays between you and me, but it's like you're really just saying this stays between you and me so you feel more comfortable about what you're about to say. So calling me a douche in that setting was more a revelation or reveal of your own sort of like, you know, trips and whatnot. And so instead of me saying, hey, don't call me a douche, I'll say, I understand what you're trying to say, but I get it. You're trying to reconcile the fact that you can't help but love me, and I would at that point like to say, welcome to my family. Yeah, douche means nothing. You know what my favorite thing to do now is go on Google and type in people's names. Type in Google like so-and-so is a, and then wait for the Google to autofill all the like the top 10 autofills. Every single one of them is negative. As soon as I did that, like I put in my interpretation of who I think cool people are, and it was like so-and-so is a terrible word. So-and-so is a terrible word. So-and-so eats this and puts this in that. So-and-so, you know, does this to a big that. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't really account for much. Team Jacob or Team Edward? I'm Team 2010, so that question doesn't apply. I'm not Team 2009. Somebody asked what's framed behind me. This is a print. It's actually a photograph of a contact sheet. You're not going to be able to see it. Nope. Of Frank Sinatra, 1989. It's a whole contact sheet of Frank getting off the plane, getting the sound check. It's like a whole day in the life of Frank Sinatra, told by a contact sheet by this great photographer named Terry O'Neill. And I saw it actually in a dressing room in Barcelona, Spain, that is. And I thought, this caught my eye, and I have to have it, so I put up the. Did I see Eclipse? I'd rather watch a Mitsubishi eclipse than Twilight eclipse. I'd rather sit in a parking lot and watch a Mitsubishi eclipse sit there than watch Twilight. But that's just me. That's not about how much I hate Twilight as much as it is how much I love the Mitsubishi eclipse. So before you people start passing on that I bash Twilight, I would let the Mitsubishi people know that I really raised their product up. We're up to 1,568 people. Google says John Mayer is a douche. I just verified this. Thank you for not giving me even an option, an opportunity to think that I might deserve a little bit of self-respect. Do I like Taylor Lautner? I love him because he's batting 1,000 because I've never met him. So anybody I've never met, I love them as much as I don't know anything about them. Only left an arm sleeve. It's a lot. I'm only picking up what I can pick up. I look great. Thank you. I'm letting the hair go for one more go round. Of not caring about the hair. I don't want to care so much about hair, you know. You get a short haircut, you're like 2 weeks with a short haircut. It's really a financial decision. Haircuts at my level in my career are very expensive. Headbands are very cheap. So I basically take the money I save by not getting haircuts and I buy Pabst Blue Ribbon with it. And I drink to my head and my beautiful hair. What does my tattoo from Japan say? I don't have any tattoo from Japan that says anything in Japanese. The last one I got was the peach, which a lot of people think is attributed to Georgia, but actually this is in Japanese folklore. There is sort of like our Jack and the Beanstalk, would you say? there is a character named Momotaro in Japan, and it's a little boy that was born in a peach, floated down a river, and an old man and woman, they ate from the peach, and they lived forever, and they were young. And so, number one, ostensibly, it is sort of a sign of a long life and health and prosperity. And what it also signifies is, and it's long gone now, I don't know if I would have gotten it if it wasn't, sort of a signifying tattoo of the Yakuza, which is the Japanese mob, the mafia of Japan. So I thought that was kind of cool. And it's covered up by the watch, so whenever I don't want to have a tattoo there, I just do that and I'm fine, you know. I want your autograph tattooed to me, and I want you to read more. I don't know what that means. Boy. Have I seen Garden State? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Garden State is the Good Will Hunting of your generation. But I did love it. Garden State taught me one thing, and one thing only. Actually, two things. Number one, life is transient. And number two, Natalie Portman would never listen to my music on headphones. Have I ever seen Across? I never saw Across. I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't watch a lot of movies, and I don't read a lot of books. I basically pretend I've seen movies. You don't ever actually have to go see a movie to let someone know you saw it. You just have to say, basically, two things. Recite everything you've only seen in trailers as parts of the movies you liked, because God knows that's the only good parts of some movies. And number two, whenever someone's telling you about the movie, just go, oh my God, yes. You can get through life with oh my God, yes. Just let everyone else talk. People are like, oh, have you heard this guy plays like pan flute while skiing, and he's like a skeet shooter, and he's also like he works for Doctors Without Borders. You're like, oh my God, yes. And then they don't tell you more about it. If you tell people you don't know about it, they're like, well, let me tell you about it. If you just instantly be like, do I? They're like, okay, he knows. I don't want to embarrass myself. Nosh and NXD says that's so true. It is true. You'll never get caught. It does you no service to say, no, I don't know exactly what you're talking about with your completely esoteric, far-out speech. People go like, let me tell you what I'm talking about. If you go, listen, best music I've heard in a long time, they go, yeah, all right. They move on to the next thing. It's true.